If it is not in your physical experience, it means it is just an assumption. If you are my regular viewer, then I would request you to watch this video till the end, because I'm going to speak about something very important. Recently I saw some comments and some questions that came up to me, and they included some typical spiritual words and in a different structure, in a different manner, that the meaning of it was implying something else that I could not even imagine. So what exactly I want to tell is, whenever we are using all these words, it's best that it is within our experience only. Unless and until it is not in our experience, it means we are just assuming about it. And if we start talking about things that we just only assume, not truth, then things will go like this, So it is essential that we use only those things that we know about. I'm not saying this thing doesn't exist. Like, for example, if I talk about chakras, if I talk about energy system, if I talk about kundalini, if I talk about mukti, moksha, whatever it is. So all these things exist, but unless and until they are not yet in our physical experience. You agree to me, right? So it is best that you wait and let things happen to you. I know something should be happening to you, but let it happen a little more. Just because something happened to you, do not directly jump into the conclusion. Just let it happen a little more and experience it more. And when you realize that this is it only, then start speaking about it. Because there are various teachers, after getting enlightenment as well, they do not went out and spoke about it unless and until their gurus ask them to do it. So it is best for us that we do not go out and do it. Because I still remember when I came to the ashram for very first time for Linga Seva, I was under one Swami. So somebody in the conversation used the high energy word. So Swami asked, what is high energy? Swami asked basic question, that what is meditation? Do you know what is meditation? And nobody could answer to that question, because nobody knew what is meditation exactly. Swami himself said, I do not know what is meditation. And he was not arrogant about it. He was simply asking that if you know, then please let me know as well, because I do not know what is meditation. And Swami, who is here in the ashram for last around 30-40 years, he himself is saying, I do not know aim of the meditation, I do not know what is meditation. And you are using the words like expert in it. So not only you, I'm talking about myself, I'm including myself into it as well. So whenever we are using, we must be very careful about all these things. And if you see in my videos as well, most of the time I make videos around spirituality, but not exactly on the spirituality. And even if I use the spiritual word, spiritual terms, I say it is something that I'm thinking about it, it's something that I'm just assuming about it, because I do not want to claim something that is not within my physical experience. Particularly about karma thing, there are a lot of things that I have experienced about myself, and around a significant extent I'm sure that it is that is it only. But most of the rest of the aspects, this is very new to me, and I'm also exploring into that zone. So it is not something that I would claim that I know about it. So what I want to tell you is that it is best that if you avoid using all those things unless and until you feel very qualified to talk about it. Most of the people who are pretending to be spiritual are not spiritual. Most of the people who are pretending to be entrepreneur who are not entrepreneur. Most of the people who are pretending to be life coach are not the life coach. Sometimes they see that, oh, this is the thing that that person is doing, a life coach is doing, so I think I can do it. And then they claim themselves to be a life coach, they claim themselves to be an entrepreneur, they claim themselves to be some sort of expert in the field. So that is how the conditioning is happening. So when you start understanding something about it, you also start feeling that I know it. And you read something about it, you listen to something about it, you try to make some picture out of it, try to imagine something, try to understand that this is it, that is it, means this has to be this like. So when you create pictures, imagination, and make all these things inside your head, and based on that you think maybe you have figured it out, and then you start speaking about it. So somehow it feels like you are an expert in it, somehow it feels like we know about it, but deep within ourselves we know that we do not know it. So I want you to go deeper down into it so that you can experience it, and then you claim that yes, I know it. Or else it's best that you do not claim it, because when you claim something, it also kills the possibilities of knowing as well. Because the moment you accept something to be true without experiencing it, so you will be very rigid towards it. If I say no, this is not it, you will say no, this is it only. Something that happens which contradicting to what you think, instantly you will not accept it. So it will also reduce the possibilities of you knowing the truth as well. So best is that whatever is happening, let it happen to you, experience it, try to experience it in best possible way, in most profound way. That is the best way of doing it. But do not try to jump into any conclusions. Despite of the fact that conclusions will come to your head, you just keep being skeptic about it. Despite of the fact that you know that this is it, keep being skeptic about it. Still keep the possibilities open towards it, and do not speak much about it with others. Try to just listen to everybody and take things that is important for you. There will be people who will be talking about all kind of things, including me as well. So do not take things if they are very spiritual in nature, very depth in nature. Do not take them. Make sure that you are still being skeptic about it. Do not try to conclude anything. Or whenever you are asking me any question, whenever asking any question to anybody, whenever you are going for anything, make sure that you are completely fresh and completely new. And there are some programs in ashram as well. When you come to hear Sadhguru, first thing that he asks you is that whatever you have thought about this program, whatever you have thought about this and that, whatever you have thought about spirituality, whatever thought about everything, please drop it and please come. Because if you keep having those things, it will just resist you to experience what is out there. So I do not want that thing to happen to you. I want you to experience everything that is out there as it is. Because everything that you assume, either you will exaggerate it, or you will just, diminish it. I mean, you will not project it as it is. So to see the truth, it is best that you see as it is, not exaggeration or not the other way around. So the conclusion that I wanted to make out of this video is, if it is not yet in your physical experience, then keep the possibilities open, don't jump into the conclusions. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.